Inside the Drag Closet with Jade. Join Jade, DeVere, and her fabulous team of guests as they discuss all things drag, from wigs to makeup to performances and everything in between.
Join us at WLFE-DV.com for upcoming shows and more.
Well, hello there, kids. Welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, the show where we talk about all things drag and some things that aren't. Who knows? We're really just here to have a good time. We have a fantastic episode planned for you this evening here on WLFE-DB Radio. Tonight, we are focusing on YouTube queens. These are queens that have their own shows on YouTube. I'm very excited to get into their heads. We have the fabulous Miss Nomi Moore joining us this evening, and the amazing Miss Darby Lynn Cartwright from In My Homosexual Opinion. I'm very excited to chat with both of them. Of course, we do have our Woo Girl of the Week, Miss Chase. I'm very excited to chat with her. She is one of my fabulous co-workers. And I'm joined by my co-host, Miss Skarlet Overkill. But we can't start the show without a little who, what, where. Now, who am I? I am Jade, DeVere. I am the host of Inside the Drag Closet. I've been doing drag for 437 years or so. It's an inside reference. Never mind. Look it up. Anyway, what am I wearing? I'm wearing some fabulous hair by Webster Wigs this evening. I wanted to bump it up, give you a bit of a sunset fantasy to match my lovely surroundings this evening. You can see New York in the background. It's a green screen. Get over it. I'm also wearing a fabulous outfit that I just recently got. I forget where I ordered it. It popped up on Facebook. I was like, that is so much fun. I just need it in my life. And my face this evening, I used a lot of my Jeffree Star. I used the Jawbreaker palette, and the lips are the same. And I'm wearing my Rocks by Cox. It's going to be a fun, colorful, playful evening. And last but not least, where can you find me? You can find me every Wednesday night right here on Inside the Drag Closet at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not making public appearances right now, but I will be helping out the the Equality Fest in York this year, hosted by the Red Rose Center. I'm very excited for that. They are having their first regent of Equality Fest. They wanted to do a fabulous non-binary pageant, and I'm very honored to be a part of that this year. Ooh, we got some fabulous comments already. I love this. Oh my God, Gabby, seriously. Gabrielle Dixon, one of my fabulous Woo girls. Jade, you look magnificent this evening. Yes, Chase. I love them both. This is going to be so much fun. Shannon's Art Gathering. Hello, you look super cute. Shannon, I wanted to thank you in particular because you are the reason I got the queens we have this evening. Based on your recommendations, I reached out to them and they reached right back. With consent, of course. Zach Walburn, I'm so fucking excited for Darby. She's just... Well, that could be interpreted a whole bunch of different ways already. But we did ask Zach to watch the show this evening. Fantastic. Christian Means, send some hearts. Robin Thompson, loving the outfit. Oh, I'm so excited to dive into this. But I can't do it alone. If you have any questions you would like to send to us, you could always send them to insidethedragcloset@gmail.com. Or if you want to help support the show, you can always send me a tip through Venmo. It is at Jade DeVere. You can also follow my Instagram, of course. There's some weird noises coming from outside my apartment right now, so I'm a little concerned about what's going on. Anyway, I'm going to keep the show moving right along by bringing in my fabulous co-host for the evening. You know her and love her, and she is Skarlet Overkill.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Skarlet, give us a little who, what, where.
Okay. Well, who am I? I'm Miss Skarlet Overkill. Jules Michelle Lee Sterling. Did I say that right? Derek, if
Raving Diva.
What?
Raving Diva.
Raving Diva. I always forget one word every time. Michelle made my jewelry. Michelle Lee Sterling. She makes amazing pieces. My hair, little Amazon piece. It's actually my real hair. I'm kidding. And then my
I
makeup.
would believe that.
Actually, you know what? When I first got these pussycat wigs, my hair was like real short like this, so I could like match them together. My boy hair is now longer than this. Like it literally is like comes like it's long. I was like trying to get all up in there tonight. I'm like, it won't go in underneath. It was a struggle. And then my makeup as well is Jeffree Star. I use like blood sugar and blue blood palettes. And then where can you find me? Well, right now you can find me on Inside the Drag Closet Wednesday night at 10:30 here on Facebook, and we're on YouTube as well. So
Sure are.
See us there. And then I actually next Friday will be. It's been a while. I will be back at Heat for my monthly show with Aida.
Nice. Getting back out there.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see how it's going to go because the last time I was there was still, what was that, 3 months ago, so still like with the whole pandemic. But obviously things have changed now in the restaurants, like ordering food while you're drinking and how many people can be in there and so on and so forth. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen, but I'm excited that I have an opportunity to hit the stage.
Yeah. Well, just be safe, I care. Things are still weird, but life is slowly getting back to something resembling normal, and that's something we can all look forward to.
Exactly.
Got some fantastic comments. Once again, Shannon, you both look cute.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Weird noises. You sure it isn't just Skarlet?
Well, I mean, I'm talking, so that's what you're hearing.
My husband just looked. There were people setting off fireworks behind our apartment.
Again.
Right during my show.
You know what? It's funny you bring that up because I was just watching the news. I believe it was earlier this week, and they were saying that the Harrisburg City Police have came together, and apparently there's an app out there that when people are setting off fireworks, you can now report it to them, and they will get a fine because it's legal to have fireworks. It's illegal to set them off within, I think, 100 feet of a residence.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, I heard about the news, and I told Jeremy the same thing. We've got people in our neighborhood setting off. It's like Wednesday at like 10 p.m. You're setting off fireworks. Why? It's no holiday. My poor dog is scared to death running around because he's.
What are you celebrating right now? Wednesday?
Yeah. Are you celebrating Hump Day? I think there's something else to celebrate.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So speaking of celebrations, we did just have Labor Day pass. So I have to say, I'm very excited that peak season is over. I can actually reinvest in myself and focus on having fun again. I'm not working every day of the week. My show is going to open again at work. I'm very excited about that. Skarlet, do you have anything other than, going back to Heat that you're working on that's coming up?
No. Well, we were planning the Heat show, like I said, is next Friday the 18th. I had been working with Aida to do an outdoor show in the parking lot at Stallions, and it was going to be drive and drag.
Ooh!
So we were just gonna have people in their cars parked out back of Stallions, have like lights and the speakers, and then we were just going to perform in the parking lot while everybody was in their cars.
I love that idea.
Yeah, I mean, and whether it's tip bucket outside their car or like Venmo, whatever, do that way to get some money. So that was our goal. I don't know what's going to happen now because we originally planned, I think, the first weekend in October, and we're going to do like an 11 p.m. show. But apparently starting September 21st, I don't know if you heard, but after 10 p.m., bars and restaurants can no longer serve alcohol.
Huh.
Yeah. So we just had a discussion. I actually spoke with her on the phone yesterday, letting her know, making her aware so she can make Alan aware. So we might have to just move the show earlier in the evening to make sure that people will still come out. I don't know.
Honestly, like here's me being devil's advocate for a second. At least with a situation like that, people aren't apt to drink as much, so you are getting home safer.
Yeah.
Unless you are, don't forget to get an Uber, don't forget to get a Lyft. If you're going to party, be safe and smart about it.
Yeah. And I mean, it sucks. Like all these, you feel like almost every time you turn around, something's changing, whether it's, can you drink here? Can you eat here? What's the capacity? So on and so forth. But I do feel like what we're doing, while it sucks, constant changes, it's helping to kind of like fight this thing. I mean, we got to do what we can to get past this.
Exactly. And that's all we can do. So we can, I was chatting with Nomi before the show, and we both kind of were like, we need to go back to living so that we're not just existing.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of living, how much are you living for our Woo Girl this week?
Oh, I'm excited.
I am too. I'm so excited to hear what kind of fun questions she comes up with for us.
Ooh.
So I'm going to bring her out. Everybody, I hope you give a warm welcome to Chase.
Hello.
Hi, Miss Chase. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fabulous. Why don't you give us a little who, what, where?
So, I am Chase. I just finished my bachelor's in vocal performance, and now I am studying in Bloomington, Indiana, for my master's in vocal performance, because the dream is to sing on the big stages and making that money. It's what I'm wearing. What I'm wearing is this floral, flowy thing from H&M, because we're bougie.
Love me some.
And my face is brought to you by Anastasia Beverly Hills.
Ooh.
It's my favorite. And where can you find me? Indiana. But I mean, with everything going on, I mean, performance-wise, we haven't been able to do a lot of things. But whenever that happens, you'll find out on Instagram or Facebook. I'll be posting videos there. So keep a lookout whenever that may be.
Fabulous. And all of Chase's info is down below. Make sure you follow her on Instagram. Now, I am very intrigued. Would you mind telling everybody your career path?
My career path, it's an interesting one. I mean, it's when I tell people that like I want to be a professional opera singer, they're like, well, how are you going to do that? And like people don't realize like how much training and time and crying and stress goes into it, but it is so worth it. I mean, after my master's, I'm looking forward to starting a young artist program with an opera company. That's the next step. And then, I mean, hopefully I would just love to travel and sing. That's all I really want to do. But I think as I get older, I'd like to settle down and have my own voice studio, have my own students. So very looking forward to it. Yeah.
I love that. So Skarlet, do you have any questions for Chase?
I think it's really cool that you're, pursuing your dreams of being an opera singer, and, being in music is just like drag. It's all forms of entertainment. So my question is, why did you choose to be an opera singer?
It's actually funny how I started when, like all throughout high school. I mean, I was always involved in the arts and stuff, but being an opera singer was never on my radar. My plan was to study psychology. I was a big softball player, play on the school softball team. That was all I was going to do. And then my junior year of high school, I got the lead in our musical, Kiss Me, Kate. And that's when I kind of figured out that my voice is kind of a more classically trained voice. And I will never forget this man, my choir director. He's like, you got something, you should go for it. And like, I'm the type of person, I need a little push, I wasn't the most confident person then, but he's like, you should do this. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to live my life being like, what if? So I'm like, I'm just going to go for it. And here I am. It's working out pretty well so far.
Wow.
I love everything about that. We have some fantastic comments on that from the fabulous Miss Giganta Smalls, a professional opera singer. The next comment is, I stan. Because opera is cool as hell.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
From Robin Thompson, go for it, Chase. Opera is amazing. Robin is another one of our fabulous co-workers. Now, I have a question, Chase. Okay. What is one thing you've always wanted to ask a drag queen? And go ahead and direct it right at Skarlet.
Oh. Oh,
I would say my questions are really weird. I mean, I'm always interested in just like your overall journey. Like, how is your style or look developed? Or is there anything that you look back on or like, why did I wear that? Or because I know what for me, like when I look back on when I first started doing makeup, I'm like, that was awful. So I want to know like how your style has evolved, how you have, come to the amazing performer you are today.
well, I think, why did you write that about everything I wear? So there's that. No, I mean, I'm the same way as you. I mean, I remember starting out, and I can remember telling Jeremy, my husband, hey, I want to do drag, and I've been thinking about it for a while, and we randomly just like, I think we drove to like a CVS or Walmart. I just went down the aisle and just bought one of like everything. And I just sat in like the bedroom in like the mirror that we had and just like practice this, practice that. And, it was kind of trial and error, I mean, I'm only 6 years into doing drag, well, about 6 years. So I'm, I guess, new compared to some queens I know. I know there's queens who are newer than me, but like a lot of times it was like trial and error. Now today you have YouTube tutorials and stuff you can watch, but it was basically just, putting the makeup on day after day, show after show, and just kind of changing this, changing that, watching stuff online, seeing how others did their makeup, and just kind of taking all that and molding it into like what you want to look like and how you want to portray your, I call it a character because that's what we all are. We're all actors.
I'm pretty much the same too. Like, I think every drag performer goes through a journey, and no two journeys are the same. Mm-hmm. I remember meeting Skarlet years ago. We've talked about this on the show before. Yeah. And I was just kind of like, hi, I want to help you. God love you. It's all just a fun evolution. Like, we were talking about it earlier. Like every year I like to change something with my look so that not only is the audience not getting bored, but I'm not getting bored doing it. Mm-hmm. So yeah. What other questions you got?
I have one more. So are there does your drag persona have any qualities that you wish that you had in your day-to-day life?
Ooh. Wait, Skarlet, do you want to take it first?
Sure.
Go for it.
I mean, honestly, I like that question, and I feel like, it's one that not only on the show here, but out in real life, we get a lot. And for me, it's really helped me out of drag. It helped me kind of grow into who I am, and kind of like, I've had issues growing up in the past with, my weight, self-esteem, all this stuff. And when you get into drag, you just become a totally different person. So it's like an escape from reality. You could be sitting there like, thinking, oh my gosh, I'm ugly, I'm fat, but like whatever issues you're dealing with, whatever's going through your mind at the time, and you just get in drag and become a totally different person and you forget it all. So for me, going from starting drag to where I am now, it's like my journey's gone so far, and I've learned so much about not only my drag, but about me, because Skarlet's helped me become who I am today. I'm very much more comfortable in my skin. I'm very open and outgoing and more of not a shy person. So she's kind of helped me like come out of my shell.
That's amazing.
Really
I think that's why we all kind of, all three of us are artists. And I think it's the fun way to express something that might not be what's inside of us, but it's a fun release of just like, we want to make people smile. We want to take them out of themselves for a little while. Yeah. Gigantus Smalls has a fantastic comment, and I love this. That's how I feel my makeup is now. Awful at worst, questionable at best. And she also says, living for Miss Overkill, though. Love a doll with a good contour.
Oh, thank you, Giganta.
That's so true. Giganta was one of the guests on the show. We are going to have her back at some point.
Yeah.
But speaking of our guests, we really need to chat with these ladies because I'm so excited to have them both here. We are going to start with this fabulous queen. Her YouTube channel is just named after her. I want to give to you Miss Nomi Moore.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Nomi.
everybody.
So Nomi, give us a little who, what, where.
Who, what, where? Like, who am I? What am I wearing? And well, my name is Nomi Moore. I am a non-binary drag queen and female illusionist. I've been doing drag for about 20 years. Tonight, I'm wearing makeup-wise Faces by MAC, Eyes by Morphe, and Lips by Runway Rogue.
Ooh.
And what was the last one? Sorry,
Where
I'm
can
already
we
two
find
cocktails in.
Yes.
Cheers. You know you're in
Cheers.
trouble when I'm down to just 2
Cheers.
olives.
Chase is in school. She's not drinking tonight.
Oh,
So you could be our designated driver.
Alcohol really dries out your vocal cords. I can't
That's fair.
do it. Another night
And,
though.
and Nomi, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at get2Nomi Moore or on YouTube at Nomi Moore. And on Instagram, I have all my other social media stuff. So my website, representation, all that stuff. Instagram is really where I live.
Now, you mentioned a minute ago your lips. That is, you have a deal with them, right?
So Runway Rogue is a line of luxury lip care products that was created by 90s supermodel Patricia Hartman, who happens to be a dear friend of mine. And I've been using her products for about 2 years now exclusively. And I just think they're the best because of the quality and the fact that you have the supermodel who was there in the 90s, in the thick of it. She knows what performance is and she knows what luxury is. And she's done that. And as a drag queen, I really appreciate that. And we've just formed a fabulous friendship. And now I am an affiliate for Runway Rogue. But even if I wasn't an affiliate, I would still be using their products because I think they're the best. And you can find them at runwayroguebeauty.com. And there's also a link in my Instagram profile for them too.
Yes.
Perfect. We already have a fabulous comment. Nomi, you're beautiful from Kimberly.
Oh, thank you. I share all my makeup tricks and beauty hacks on my YouTube channel, Nomi Moore.
I have to say, I love your YouTube channel.
Thank you.
I will post it right. There we go, right here.
Oh, awesome.
So definitely check out her channel. One of the things on the channel that really moved me, you were very unapologetic when you got your CO2 laser and all therapy.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That video, everybody just go to her channel and watch all of them. Honestly, make
it's
sure
gruesome. It's gruesome though, isn't it? It looks really bad. It looks a lot worse than it was. I will say that.
That was the one thing that got me because I've done a chemical or what's it called?
Like a chemical peel?
Before, and it wasn't too bad. I mean, during one of them, the esthetician was a little rough right here, and she was like, "I'm pretty sure I burned you." I'm like, it looked like I was.
That's not good.
It didn't leave a mark or anything, thank God. But she was just like, I have very sensitive skin. So when she alcohol swabbed me, she's like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "That burn." She was like, "You're not gonna like this." So yeah. Skarlet, do you have any questions for Nomi?
Oh my. So well, we were kind of talking about this backstage a little. I guess I'll ask this question first. So we were kind of talking about this backstage earlier. So you've been doing, like you just said, drag for 20 years. We kind of got on the topic of like drag race and the drag community today. So like, what do you feel are the biggest changes in the drag community since like when you first stepped on stage to like now?
I think the biggest change, like with everything else, is social media. You know, when I started out doing drag in the 90s, there wasn't a lot of publicity for it. It was, even in San Francisco, it was still very much felt like an underground scene. And you had your like cliques of drag queens. And so you could go to, Harvey's one night of the week for one kind of drag show, and you can go to Chemo's the other night of the week for another type of drag show. And I thought that was fantastic representation, a well-rounded representation. And a lot of times we would get done with a show early and we might go to another sister's show at another club and watch them and hang out with them there. And now I feel like there's this sort of like template or overlay that has been put on drag. And I feel that there's a lot of, I hate to say it, but I think there's a lot of imitation. There's a lot of covering up rather than trying to push out who we really are through the art of drag.
Mm-hmm.
Which is such an ironic statement.
Yeah, it is.
A little bit, right? But we're freer when we're in a disguise. We can really, truly be ourselves. And so when I did drag, I wanted to paint to express that. I didn't want people to look at me and say, that could be any other queen walking down the show or doing a death drop on stage, walking down the street or doing a death drop on stage. Like, I wanted to stand out for who I was as an individual, and that's what drag allowed me to do.
Yes, very much that. That's all this. Like, and
right.
As Jade knows, that's kind of like my thing. Like, Jade knows this, when I first started, like maybe my first year, I was very much like a cross between like your and Jade's face. And then I switched to this, and then I got so much, well, you can't wear that much makeup, you'll never make it. That's ugly. That's not what drag it. It was very that. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna paint and act and wear the colors and the outfits that I want to wear that make me happiest and make me feel the most free. If you don't like that, then don't watch me. Don't fucking look at me.
Change the channel.
Yeah,
change the channel. You don't go down to the station and demand they change the programming.
Yep, and you know what? And that's why they said time and time to everyone who doubted me, and Jade can concur. We're both big names in Pennsylvania, so yeah, I obviously made it.
Yep. And that's the story right there. Like, we're going to get hate no matter what we do. We might as well be hated for what we love.
Yep.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
So Chase,
you know what? And just to say real quick too, when you're doing what you love, the hate it bounces right off of you. If you're doing something because you want to be recognized for doing that, then you're vulnerable to the hate. But if you're just following your own path and living your own life, the hate doesn't matter because you've already said to yourself everything that they're going to say to you and you've dealt with it. That's why you are where you're at.
Yep.
Well, and Bianca Del Rio on RuPaul's Drag Race even said that. She's like, if I'm going to get eliminated, I'm going to get eliminated for doing what I do. Like, I've branded what I do here, and people like that. And I'm not going to, if I get kicked off for doing something else, no, that's not how I want to go out. I think that's smart.
Yeah.
Chase, do you have any questions for Nomi?
I'm just curious, like, what was it like just starting a YouTube channel? Like, how do you even start? Like, I feel like I'm not versed in really YouTube at all. So I just want to hear like how you got started.
So I still think I'm pretty new to the YouTube game. I'm like growing slowly but steadily. I think I'm really trying to curate. I hate to say it, I'm trying to curate a brand on YouTube, just something that's recognizable. So when people think of me, they think of what I offer, which is, makeup, beauty hacks, and stuff like that. And I think I gravitated towards YouTube as a platform because I was watching so much YouTube. I'm a learner and I'm a visual learner. And I think that the access we have to information on YouTube when utilized in the right way is phenomenal. And one day I just woke up and I said, why am I not a part of this? Like, it just felt organic for me to want to be able to do what I do and then put it out there to share with other people. And so I just kind of figured my way out and read a bunch online and watched the YouTube tutorials on how to do YouTube.
Yes.
That's literally all anyone can do. Like we learn, we figure out what works.
Figure out YouTube.
I also too, when I thought about like the tone of my channel, I thought about what channels I gravitated towards, what I really enjoyed watching, and use that as an example. So if you watch my earlier videos, I think my demeanor and my tone is very different than now because I was going off of a template. Then I started to find my own voice.
That's awesome. I love that. Well, Nomi, we're going to let you go for a couple minutes. We're going to bring you back toward the end of the show. If anybody out there has any questions for Nomi, make sure you write them down. You're going to be able to post them in the chat, and we will try to get to everybody's questions this evening. But we'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, Nomi?
Sounds good.
See ya. Now, we do have another fabulous guest with us here this evening. She is also a fabulous YouTube queen. I love the name of the channel. In my homosexual opinion, I am HO the show. So let's bring her out here. Everybody, please welcome Miss Darby Lynn Cartwright.
Hello. Welcome to whatever this is.
Yes. So Darby,
Hi.
give us a little who, what, where.
Oh, okay. So I wrote down, I've been drinking cans of wine all day. So I had to write down my answers because I was absolutely going to forget it. First, I'm Darby Lynn Cartwright. I am in Chicago. That's two of the questions. What I'm wearing, regret, disappointment, you know, they belong to my parents, but I've taken them on as part of my character. But my makeup, of course you're asking about this gorgeous face. So I've been trying as best I can to wear as many Black-owned beauty brands as I can. And surprisingly, if you just try it, it's really easy to do. And the products are such high quality. Juvia's Place has incredible foundation and eyeshadow. So I've got those on. Drench Cosmetics has the best black eyeliner pen out there. So make sure you check that out. Neon MUA, best highlighter in the world. And even though Hip Dot I don't think is Black owned, I do have Meatball's palette, and I do have to support Meatball. So yeah, like a lot. Was that too much?
No, that was
I'll
perfect.
cross a couple off. Hang on, sorry. Okay, now I'm ready. Go ahead.
Drag queen doing too much. No such thing.
Never.
Another fabulous Black-owned company that I've started using is the Lip Bar. All of my contours are the Lip Bar, and I absolutely adore them.
Okay.
So yeah, check them out sometime.
Not like I have any money, but I'm going to go ahead and just write that down as a wish.
You already have some fantastic comments, like the iconic pink wig from Carlos.
Thank you. Whenever I get drunk, I order wigs off Amazon, and I have them shipped to my best friend Alexis Bevels, and I threaten her until she makes them.
Fantastic. Alexis Bevels, if you're watching, I reached out to you on Instagram to be on the show.
If you're watching, you don't want to be on the show, don't answer.
That's
It'll
right.
be awkward.
It's fine. It's totally fine. There's no awkwardness on this show. We also got Darby. You look like Lady Gaga.
Well, that's rude. I don't know why anyone would say that. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
So I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a good one. How did you come up with I Am HO the show?
Oh, thank you so much for asking. I took a spiritual journey. No, I'm just kidding. I was drunk. I was on Shot with Soju. Soju was on Drag Race for one full episode. It was a beautiful moment. And Auntie Chan, another queen in Chicago, she and I would do the show a lot. And then when Soju got on Drag Race, I was like, well, she won't be doing her show because she'll be, drinking heavily after her elimination. So I just texted Chan. I was like, do you want to make a YouTube show? And she said, absolutely. And so we just started reviewing Drag Race and then kind of grew from there. It's really great. We have amazing fans, I hate saying fans, amazing watchers who are just really sweet. So I love it.
I love that. We've been getting comments from them. I hope they're all enjoying tonight. Alexis is here. She says, sorry, she'll get back to you soon. No rush, girl.
Good luck with that. Never put your hopes up high when Alexis Bevels is involved. Okay.
Nice. So Chase, do you got any questions for Darby?
Well, you actually took mine. I was just, it's okay. I wanted to know like how you came up with the name. Like it's so clever and witty.
Well, actually, I had asked, we were kind of in a group chat. We were trying to figure out like a name. Chan actually came up with it, which I don't think I've publicly said that, because if I ever wanted to take the show as my own, I can't, publicly say that she came up with the name, but it was all Chan. She's great. Since I had already kind of answered half of your question, I'll ask myself a question for you. Darby, do you ever find it difficult being so beautiful in this modern world? Yes. Yes, I do. I do.
That's
tough.
beautiful. It is. It's difficult, I assume. I wouldn't know.
Thank you so much for that question, Chase. Like, truly, that was meaningful. Thank you.
Of course. And I will say, I love watching your Canada's Drag Race reviews. I made my
Well, thank you. Thank you for watching. I have to say, personally, I'm glad it's over. Ding.
I haven't gotten a chance. Like, I've heard so many mixed things about the judges on Canada's Drag Race, but like I love Jimbo. There it is. I'll just put that out there.
We all love Jimbo because we all have eyes. So we appreciate what she does. I loved Canada's Drag Race. Do not get me wrong. I was so happy to meet all of these girls and see just like a completely different take than what American Drag Race has turned American Drag into. It was super fun. It's just, we're in a year-round cycle of Drag Race, and it's just a lot. For instance, we have to go to Holland in like a week. So it's too much travel. It's in a pandemic. Are you kidding? Yeah.
Auntie Chan says I'm screaming.
No. Chan, go babysit your cat. This is not for you. I can't have
That's
one
amazing.
thing.
Oh, fantastic comment. Hashtag Team Priyanka.
Thank you, Logan, for saying that. That's so brave for you to say that after she already won. Thank you for coming out as a Priyanka supporter.
That would be Skarlet's drag daughter.
Oh, Skarlet, I'm sorry.
No, she needs more shade. It's fine.
No, it's okay. Throw more shade her way. She needs it.
I love the name Logan. It's such a good drag name. Logan.
Yeah.
Just do
What
that.
is her drag name again?
Good question.
You don't know your drag daughter's name?
I'm totally kidding.
Oh.
I'm totally kidding. It's Nikki Savage. I think she has my name.
Logan.
Overkill. But yeah, I like Logan better. She should just stick to that.
Logan Savage.
Logan Savage.
Perfect.
Ooh. I want to see her do some Wolverine drag.
She's talked about doing some bearded stuff. So I'm like, Logan Savage, that's perfect. Come out as Wolverine, full chest hair out, everything.
Perfect.
Comments from Logan. Get the fuck out. And bye.
Goodbye, Logan. Thank you for sharing your brave story.
Inside the drag closet, bringing people together, whether they like it or not.
Tearing families apart. Sorry, Skarlet.
From Zach, so excited to see Chicago represented all the way in our little neck of the woods too. Respect the hell out of y'all.
Thank you, Zach, and thank you for being so sweet on Twitter. Twitter is such a garbage pail of humanity, and every now and then there will be someone so beautiful like Zach, and you're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't die in a fire this year,
Twitter's the one social media that I just could not get excited about. I'm just like, I don't need all of this crap. Like,
yeah, but where do you post, like, when you have, like, for instance, yesterday I posted on Twitter that I suddenly remembered that many years ago I took ecstasy from a stranger and I went home with him and I watched a Dolly Parton documentary while he ate my butt. And then when I Will Always Love You came on, he started to cry, but he didn't stop eating my butt. Where do you write that if you don't do that on Twitter?
I gotta go.
I mean,
Oh, you know him? You've got an appointment?
Well,
yeah.
we're married now.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to break up your family. I just wanted to break up Skarlet's. I apologize.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
Kimberly L. Porter, you ladies are making me laugh. I love this. That's the power of drag right there.
Is Kimberly the one that called me Lady Gaga?
I think so.
We're trying to make up for it with positive comments, Kimberly. We're getting there.
Yeah. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. She'll do it.
Oh my God. My mascara that I'm not wearing is running.
Well, you got to be careful with that.
Yeah. I don't know if you know, but in 2020 they make waterproof mascara. Just put it out there.
Yeah. I don't know if they have Walgreens in Pennsylvania, but if they do, they're very much available.
I don't. We have CVS. Does that count?
No.
Sure. I just assumed it was like, you know, a booth on the side of the road, but CVS works.
That's accurate. Well, Darby, we are going to move to a bit of a break, but we are so excited to chat with you in just a couple minutes. Yes, you don't like Lady Gaga. One more time from Kimberly.
I cannot talk about this right now, Kimberly. I've been through a lot in this moment. I need to take a break. I'll deal with that later.
We are going to give Darby a couple minutes to collect herself. We are going to go to a commercial break. Kids, hang out, and we will be back in just a couple minutes.
WLFE-DB.com, where our shows are your shows.
Oh, hello everyone. Sorry, I was just dancing to all that wonderful music on the commercial break. Welcome back to our show. As you can see, it's just me because at this point in the show, I'm going to be doing my segment, which is something about makeup with Skarlet. So tonight I'm going to be talking about something that I'm very, very guilty of not doing at all. I just throw them away. But cleaning your makeup brushes, yes, that's a thing, and yes, you should do it. So don't listen to me because I do not clean my makeup brushes. But for those of you who do clean your makeup brushes, I'm going to talk to you about how often you should clean them, how you should clean them, if they're terrible, when you should throw them out, all that good stuff. So your makeup brushes should be cleaned. Now, if you're using them for concealer, foundation, anything like that that's wet, I like to say, they should be cleaned at least once a week. That'll prevent bacteria buildup, makeup caked on, and all that stuff. Cleaning them frequently and can extend the life of the bristles and make for better makeup application. Makeup brushes, the bristles are like sponges, so they're going to absorb the makeup and all that. So the more you use it without cleaning it, it's just going to be caked on makeup, and then you're going to get bacteria and all that nastiness in there, and then you're going to have like acne, like I had real bad when I first started drag. So yeah, again, clean your brushes. Don't just throw them away. And what you use to clean your makeup brushes. So you can use anything from water, obviously, but you can use anything that's going to be gentle on the brushes. So there is dish soap. I use dish soap like a Dawn, so it's like soft and gentle with water again. And then you can use face wash, actually. Think of it like that's something that's gentle. It's cleaning your face. It's cleansing. So you can use that. And then also they do make makeup brush cleaning solutions. I don't know what you want to call them. You can find them at any makeup store and Walmart, so on and so forth. And you can use any one of those, mix them with water, and I didn't know you were in my makeup room. How did you?
I'm supposed to clean these?
Yeah, I asked you to clean my brushes. Did you not?
Sorry. I'll just order another set from Wish.com.
Perfect.
I wish I was making that up, but I got those on Wish.
Yeah. So, what was I going to say? One last thing. So, cleaning your brushes. This is how you should clean them. So, use a little lukewarm water. Take your hand, put a drop of whatever cleanser, whether you're using a makeup cleanser, face wash, dish soap, put it in there and kind of mix the brush around just at the tip where the actual makeup goes on. You don't want to get too close to the base because the bristles are held in there by glue. So with lukewarm water, it could loosen the glue and bristles could fall out. And just kind of rub it around and rinse it out and repeat the process until the brush is clean. Make sure you hang your brush upside down to dry. So again, the water doesn't leak into the brush and loosen up the glue and ruin your makeup brushes.
That's good to know. Like I'm just as guilty as you are. I always forget to clean my brushes. My first set of drag brushes, though, like I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at all these sets and they were so expensive. And then I was walking through Walmart and I was like, wait a minute. There's this nice little set of like paint brushes. And I started trimming some of them into nice angles, and I've been using them ever since.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would try and do like I'm guilty. I'm, out here living my champagne life on a beer budget. And I'm guilty of using my Morphe brushes and, just let them go for like 2 months and then throw them away and buy more. I'm so bad at it. But my thing is like, I'm trying to get better. Yes, I will say I'm trying to get better. But it's like hard when you're like working during the day and you're doing like 4 gigs a week. Like you literally don't have any time to even like for yourself. So like, where do you find time to clean like 40 makeup brushes? Like you don't have the time. So
and you can soak them, but then you got to stay on top of it and you can't just leave them for the day.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, everybody out there, just make sure you clean your brushes, take care of yourselves. I love this. I got makeup brushes from Walmart, Dollar Tree, Avon, Wish, and Morphe. Like, amazing. People are always like, brand name, you need to get the high end. You need to get yes, high end is great when they work, but more look for what works for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I mean, I usually when I buy my Morphe brushes, I usually like, I'll do like, where I'll buy a couple of each one at a time, kind of like stock up. And I do it when they have, I'm on their mailing list, their email list. So like buy them and stock up on them when they have sales and stuff. But I have e.l.f. brushes and stuff like that, like cheaper brushes as well, because some cheap brushes work just as well as the high end stuff.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Well, girl, are you ready for this?
Oh my, all 5 of us at the same time. Ooh, I got
all 5 of us. Are you ready? Are you kids ready out there? Because we're going to bring everybody back. We are going to bring back Miss Chase, Nomi Moore, and Darby Lynn Cartwright.
Hi.
So I do want to start with this. Kimberly L. Porter, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to insult you.
Kimberly, we are not fighting. Thank you so much. I'm being an asshole. That's just, my parents didn't hug me enough, so sorry.
And that's all just the drag gig too. Like,
of course,
yeah,
we've all been damaged.
So at this point, if anybody out there has any questions for all of us, feel free to message us. Just go through the Inside the Drag Closet stream. I have a fantastic question that I'm going to ask everybody. And it's something I was thinking about just because we have so many fantastic, diverse makeup styles here. I'm going to start with Nomi. What is one makeup-related item that you cannot live without?
Beard cover.
Beard cover. I mean, that's fair.
I mean, honestly, I didn't use it when I first started doing drag. Full coverage foundation was enough. And then at some point in my 30s, I just realized I needed it.
Mm-hmm. And what do you use?
I use MAC. I have it right here. It is the paint stick in Genuine Orange.
Huh.
Orange neutralizes blue, and it works great. It's almost like a concealer and a beard cover in one.
Oh, wow.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm not an affiliate for MAC, so I'm not trying to sell it. It just works.
How about you, Darby? What's one makeup-related item you can't live without?
I honestly haven't worn makeup in so long. So I'd have to really think about it. But, you know, during the days where I would put on a little mascara, no, obviously these giant black hoods on my eyes are very much a part of what I enjoy about my makeup. So a good eyeliner. I use Revlon. I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of shitty because it's cheap, but you can draw the rough shape of it, and you don't have to worry about fucking up the pen because the pen's already fucked up when you take it out of the box, you know? And then when you want to get sharp with it, you go to Drench Cosmetics and you get their black liner. And by the way, if you go to Drench Cosmetics and you buy the black liner, use code NEONNUA at checkout, and you get a discount.
Perfect. I love that. A little bit of an insider tip right there.
Yeah, 10%. Why not? Sales tax.
Hey, that helps. How about you, Chase? What's one makeup-related item you can't live without?
It's something I've grown to appreciate is blush.
Huh.
Yes. At first, I never really cared for it. I never really applied it, but I've found this perfect color for my skin tone. I'm like, wow, this is great. I really like this. It's like become an essential part of my makeup routine. So I'm going to have to say blush.
Excellent. How about you, Skarlet?
Good question. I'm gonna have to say probably eyeliner as well. As you can,
What do you use? I'm curious.
I was gonna say, as you can tell, I have such tiny little wings here. No, I'm ready to take flight from JFK right now. I use Anastasia Beverly Hills, their cream gel, and then a little Morphe brush and just shape it all out and fill it in and take flight. And that's that.
Nice.
I have a question. How do you, like with the shape, do you sketch it out first or do you build it out? Like do you sketch the outline? Yeah, so I kind of do like points almost, like start in the corner and go out, and then at the top and the sides, like kind of make points, and then just kind of like, it's like a puzzle, connect the dots and all that, and then just fill it in. That is how I would describe your makeup. It is a puzzle.
It is. I just randomly
connect
it's going this way, that
you
way.
Gotta connect.
It's gotta.
They're right here, and then you stop here.
Mm-hmm. And it draws attention to the wig because it's always pointing at it.
Yeah. Obviously, that's why I do this. It's like, look at my hair.
That's branding. That is branding.
Mm-hmm. Right? Copyright that shit. Yeah. So I'm literally been writing notes because Skarlet uses Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've actually been using for all of my eyebrows and my darker colors. I use Miron. I have a black Miron cream stick that has lasted me 2 years, and I just keep using it.
I love their the white, like my cream highlight is all Miron because Krylon changed their formula so that the TV paint sticks are really dry now. And so they really just kind of attack the skin. Luckily, Juvia's Place came out with very like creamy foundation, so I used that. But the highlight, it's Mayron. I never know how to say it. Is it Mayron? Yeah, it's super cheap. It's from Amazon, shop local, and it works really well.
Exactly. Good comment here, Brandy Marion. I have a new crush, Darby.
Oh my god!
I do
thank
too.
you for saying- Y'all, oh my god, I'm gonna have to cover my nipples. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Brandy, just you don't have to say this publicly, but do you have a job? Do you have a partner who has a health condition, and what are their fears? You could just message that to me.
Yeah, message her privately.
I'm ready.
Fabulous comment from Gabby. Yes, I need blush in my life.
Oh, I don't understand people who don't wear blush. Like that's a hate crime.
Yeah.
But you think that people understand why you wear blush? Like a lot of times I think when people make mistakes with makeup or they don't understand makeup, they don't know why they're supposed to do what they're supposed to do. Like you completely blank out the canvas. You've got to put that color back into the face. And without it, there's just no dimension.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's just my nerdy makeup artist self coming out.
As the Casper the Ghost person on this panel, I have to agree with you. But I'm colorblind. I can't see like sheer shades of reds and pinks. So when I put on blush, what I do is first I pray, and then I just kind of do the motion that I know works. And then when I start to see it, I know I put on too much, and then I stop.
That
sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, I can never fly a plane in the Air Force, but other than that, I'm fine. It has not affected my life.
We have another really good question here. This is from Teddy. Question: is it difficult to look like the illusion of a regular woman? And is it why most queens do the heavy makeup? I hope that came out right. Sorry if it didn't. We'll start with Darby on this one.
Because I look like a regular woman. Thank you. I mean, no, we're on a chat with Nomi. Nomi is a real live woman. Get out of here. Yeah, I don't hate what God gave me. I question it, but I don't hate it. So I feel more comfortable putting on this kind of giant mask. I think it suits me for what I enjoy seeing in the camera, in the mirror. That's why I've been staring at myself this whole time. But I definitely appreciate when people can accentuate what they have and create it to look a little more feminine. I think God used a lot of his dick when he was putting my face together. So it's just it's a masculine face, although the voice isn't, the face is. So.
I love that. How about you, Nomi?
Yeah, I think it is more difficult. But I mean, it's physics, right? Men's faces are structurally different than women's faces. And to do the extra work to create the illusion underneath the eyeshadow and the lipstick, I don't know that it's necessarily more work. I think it's just as much work. It's like any other look that you do. You just have to find where your comfort level is, I think, because when you're comfortable, then you're going to do your best work.
Exactly. How about you, Chase? Any thoughts?
I don't think
Chase, how do you look
really
like
have
a
a lot
real,
of...
an average woman? How do you do that?
Yeah, I don't.
You wake up every day?
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, that's pretty rough in itself too, you know.
Skarlet?
I mean,
Skarlet, how do you look like such an average woman? Like, clearly you work hard at it. What is it?
Well, I mean, luckily Satan blessed me with this manly face. And so since he did, I decided to one day wake up and put on lip gloss and eyeliner. And I looked like a woman, but I was getting harassed very much so at Starbucks that I figured that I would let Crayola gangbang my face to see how that would look. And maybe guys are going to be hitting on me so much. So it works out now. People just see me and run the opposite way.
That actually happened to me in a Starbucks as well. You said Carol Macchiato gangbang, right? Is that?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
That
that happened to me too. Yeah.
Hashtag samesies.
Mm-hmm.
We have another good question, and I'm intrigued by this one from Derek Gamble Ernst, my lovely husband. Each of you have to pick 3 famous drag performers, king, queen, or otherwise, to join you on a 1-year national tour. Who do you pick and why? Who wants to start with that one?
Ooh.
Great.
As we're all like, ugh.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll do
it's
it.
not that I don't have
Oh,
any to
Nomi.
pick from. I'm just trying to whittle it down.
Yeah.
I can do it. I don't care about people's feelings. So 3, I would say number 1 would be Coco Peru. I am obsessed with Coco Peru. Her humor kills me. I love a queen that wears the exact same face every day. That is very much my brand. So I think it would just be really fun to have her humor. I would definitely want a drag king as well. So he's famous to me. Tenderoni is a famous Chicago drag king. So I think I'd have to take him along. He's also just one of the nicest people in the world. And then the 3rd and final one would be Derek Barry or Nebraska Thunderfuck. It's either way, because I think there needs to be someone to take the level down, to take the polish down, because then I don't have to worry about what I look like, if Derek or Nebraska is there. If we could just keep the level. I'm just being an asshole. I'm sorry.
I was loving everything about that moment. How about
No,
you?
I mean, anybody else? I don't know. There's so many drag queens and drag performers that are so incredible. How do you choose?
Nomi, who would you pick?
Well, first I would pick my old girlfriend, Alexandra. She was the one that I started doing drag with in San Francisco like over 20 years ago. And it would just, I would love, because we don't really get to see each other that much anymore. And so I would love the opportunity to spend a year with her. And also Jack Plotnick, who played Evie in
Girls Will Be Girls.
Girls Will Be Girls, which we're desperately waiting for the sequel. I think just brilliant. And you can catch a lot of his stuff on Instagram too. He just does so much funny stuff. And then I think Manila Luzon, because I've just been obsessed with her since season 3. She's just, there's something about her that warms my heart.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Chase?
Definitely Alyssa Edwards. Just to have that personality and just that, like, that fire, like, what was it, for a year-long tour? What was it?
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to ask, did you hear the time limit? That is 365 days of Alyssa Edwards.
Love it. I would love
know,
it.
she's great.
When she's looking in the mirror, how she's just like,
You will never be anywhere on time.
then we may have a problem. I'm pretty punctual. A second one, I would say Chad Michaels.
Recall.
I've met Alyssa and Chad both at DragCon, and I really enjoyed meeting them both. And the third one, I haven't had the chance to meet because her line is just always so long. But Sasha Velour, it's just art. Like I just love her so much.
I love that.
I want rose petals everywhere I go.
How about you, Skarlet?
Oh, well, I would take, only because I watched him on Dragula and I loved it. I'm glad he won. Landon Cider. I'd take Landon Cider. I would take, two more. I'm thinking two more. I would probably take maybe Alaska because she's funny. And then I would take Jade because I'm prettier than her.
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she did say famous in the question, but sure.
Yeah.
Can you guys just leave Jade Jolie alone for a minute?
Poor Jade Sotomayor.
I actually really liked Jade.
Mm-hmm.
She's cute and bubbly.
Not this Jade, right? Which
No,
Jade are you talking about?
Jade Jolie. Jade
Yeah.
Jolie.
Mhm.
We're talking about Taylor
That
Swift.
laugh was infectious.
There are a lot of queens that just have that laugh that like
Mhm.
brightens a room.
Mhm.
God, now I'm thinking, who would I pick? I feel like I would want to work with Ben de la Creme. I met her very briefly in Provincetown last year, and she was just adorable. Mrs. Kasha Davis, just because we've worked together a couple times and we have yet to have a bad time together. I would want a king also. Who would be a good counterpoint? I don't know.
Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of famous kings. Like, I think Landon really upped the level of drag kings and the awareness of it. So hopefully you'll have a larger list to choose from very soon.
Yeah. If the word celebrity was not in there, I would love to take my son Mikkel, because he is just an incredible performer. I love everything about him. We need like more kings to be featured. Like, we need more kings to be thrust into the spotlight. Like,
I would love a whole season of Drag Race with just kings. Could you imagine how amazing that would be? That'd be so fun.
that would be sickening.
Yeah.
I'd love to see like Rue host that season, and she's just so uncomfortable the whole time. She's like, I don't know why we're doing this.
She just sits there like,
Well, you know, it would also just make a good episode for the queens to get women into drag king geish.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're always doing the other way around. So, like, flip the script.
Mm-hmm.
Flip it, reverse it, lay it down, however that goes.
Ooh. We got another really interesting question from Brandy again. Did you have issues dating with someone who wanted you in drag more than your everyday look? Skarlet.
Baby, no one's wanting to bone Bozo the Clown. So, no. Never been an issue for me. Well, and what I was going to say is, like, you know, when you are coming right off the stage and you've got a whole couch from IKEA and your dick up your ass, I mean, I'm not trying to have sex in those conditions.
That's fair. Body by Joanne Fabrics.
Yeah. No.
I still get the chasers all the time on Facebook, and I'm just like, guys, what are you not understanding? I'm married. I'm very vocal about it. I'm not looking for anything. And right on my page, it states that I am in a relationship, not looking for extracurricular. My CBD oil is going great, by the way.
Hello.
I never stuttered until I started taking it.
But
Still
it's worth the stutter.
Exactly. How about you, Darby?
Yes. Thank you for bringing this up. No, outside of Uber drivers, no, I have not run into problems with people wanting me to be in drag at all. Okay, I'll ask you this. How many Uber drivers' penises have y'all seen?
I was married by the time Uber came out.
Yeah, I've never taken.
I'm not saying I'm not saying like that you participated in. Are you kidding? Chicago Uber drivers, that's like a thing. The first time it ever happened, let me tell you a story. I was taking, well, it was a cab. It was before Uber. And we pulled up to my house. He pulled into the alley, which I thought was weird. And then he's like, it's this much. And he pointed at the, what is this, the meter? He didn't say it. And I was like, what? And he kept mumbling. He's like, it's this much, it's this much. And he like kept hitting it. I was like, what? And then I leaned forward, like I didn't know what he was pointing at. And then his penis is out. And it didn't bother me because it was mostly pube. It was like 90% pube. So it wasn't really like a penis. It was like a gerbil, perhaps.
A bird's nest.
But yeah, Uber drivers are horny here. Are you kidding?
Wow.
Leave it in the comments below.
Yes, feel free to comment how many Uber drivers' dicks you've seen.
Yeah.
How about you, Nomi? Have you ever had issues dating someone who wanted you in drag?
No, not after a certain point. I think when I was younger, yes, but the kinds of guys that wanted me in drag more than out of drag weren't the kind of guys that I was interested in.
That's fair.
It's just, it's for me, it's not like work in the traditional sense, but it is a role that I play. It is a persona that I've created to entertain people. And at the end of the day, when I want to be me, I want to return to me. I want to be in my own skin. And I need somebody that's comfortable with that and can accept that when this all comes off. And unfortunately, I was lucky enough to find that.
Awesome.
Aww.
How long have you two been married?
We have been married for 6 years, and we've been together for 13.
Gotcha.
And we met the old-fashioned way in a dive bar on Ventura Boulevard in Studio City.
Aww. Darby, you are also in a long-term relationship. How long have you two been together?
Curtis, how long have we been together? He doesn't know either. If I had to guess, no, we've been together 9 years. We got engaged last year because we just kind of looked at each other and we said, why not? And we were going to get married this year, but I don't know if you heard, there's a pandemic. And so we pushed it back till next year, but our goal is to get married on our 10th anniversary. That way we just, as much as we don't have to remember dates, we can go, all right, 10 plus, got it,
That's what my husband and I did. We got married on 10, 12, 14. Because I am terrible with numbers.
I love an even number.
Yep. We've been together going on 9 years now. We've been married for almost 7.
You got married after 2 years of dating?
Yep.
What happened?
We got engaged. Okay. So we got engaged less than a year into dating. And then I know.
I'm so uncomfortable.
And then we were engaged for over a year. We actually celebrated the 1 year until we got married. Because I wanted that date to be right. And it was weird because during that time, gay marriage became legal in Pennsylvania. And I got all these Facebook messages. Oh my God, you need to do it this weekend. I'm like, no. I'm not changing my plans just because it's legal, You
said, no. We're going to wait like at least 7 more days.
Yep.
And then we're going to do it.
Exactly.
But my husband and I, we moved in with each other like after 6 months. But then it took us, we initially were going to get married in that window in California where you could get married. But there were so many people that couldn't take advantage of that. And we decided that until everybody could of their own accord, we weren't going to do it either. Because there were so many gays that were rushing to the courthouse. And I was like, but what about your brothers and sisters that can't do that?
Yeah. And that's fair. When we got engaged, we started planning the wedding. And it was very interesting because originally we would have had to get married in Maryland because it wasn't legal in Pennsylvania at that point. So we had this beach house rented. We had all these plans. It was going to be beautiful. Then it got passed in Pennsylvania and we canceled on the beach house. Equality effed up my wedding plans.
That's why I fought against it. That's why I marched against it, because I knew you had wedding plans.
Thank you.
And also the Lord, 2 things.
The Lord.
That's true. The Lord.
The Lord.
How about you, Skarlet? How long have you and Jeremy been together?
Let me think. Numbers are bad for me. I did really bad at math in school. So actually this Sunday, the 13th, will be 7 years.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's awesome.
We're all so old. Chase, are you alone?
No. Wait, right now? Or do I have
Wait. About that question, we had a commercial break earlier, and my best friend, Shauna, Jade knows, she was a movie girl before, was like, I'm watching the show. This is amazing. Y'all are great. Chase is gorgeous. Is she single and does she like women? So can we play for those answers?
I do have a boyfriend.
Oh, hi, Shauna.
And our 5-year anniversary was actually just on the 7th.
Oh,
What did y'all do for your 5-year? Did you do anything special?
Well, he's back in Pennsylvania, so we weren't really able to do anything. We did celebrate a little bit early, though, when I was back home.
That's the best way to celebrate an anniversary in 2 different states. It just, it encourages you to get creative and also, not physically touch your partner, which I'm on board for.
That's true.
We did do a little Skype date dinner, and I cooked something nice. I was really proud of it. And then we get on Skype, and he rolls up with a bowl of Apple Jacks.
Oh,
This is what we came up with. He's like, I thought it would be funny, and it made me laugh. But I was like, wow, okay, that's what I am—a bowl of Apple Jacks.
Did it make
How
you
about
question
this?
all 5 years?
A little bit.
Yeah.
that's amazing.
I think I can top that, not personally, but a friend of mine who I'm not friends with anymore, so I can tell the story. Her boyfriend, Christmas morning, was like, oh, I'm going to go and get us some fresh coffee, and then we're going to open presents. Comes back, gives her a $100 Starbucks gift card for Christmas.
That is shady as hell.
wow.
I love him. Is he single?
No, but I got into a lot of trouble. Okay, so I have a really nasty, well, not nasty, but I just have a sense of humor that's a little dry. And he chews tobacco. And I think that if you do something like smoke or chew, you have to accept the responsibility of doing something bad to yourself, right? So he got a little lip mole and he had it cut out. So when she told me the story, I said, and that's why he got cancer. She never talked to me again after that. Now, my grandfather died of cancer. My grandmother died of cancer. So I feel like I can joke about it. But sometimes I feel like people are just so ready to get upset about something that just brings brevity to the situation.
Well, and we were talking about it earlier. That's one of the quirky things about drag. We all kind of have that cutthroat sort of sense of humor, but it's that coping mechanism. For anybody who watches Pose, Elektra will cut you down in a heartbeat, but at the same time, she'll go, "Are you okay?"
Yeah. You have to develop. I think doing drag means you're going to have multiple scabs all over your body. We get beat up. I think the problem is that a lot of us beat ourselves up more than anybody else does. And that's where I think, coming together as a community can actually really help to reverse those tapes that were recorded, by our peers earlier on in life.
Yeah.
That's so true. Chase, do you have any other questions that you've always wanted to ask a group of drag queens?
Is it about Apple Jacks?
Here's a question. Do you have any favorite cereals?
Cocoa Pebbles. Cocoa Pebbles.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Honey Nut Cheerios. I'm a Republican. Honey Nut Cheerios.
Have you ever put maple syrup on your Honey Nut Cheerios?
No, I don't hate myself or the people that live in my house, so I've never done that. Why do you add extra sugar?
Well, not anymore. Do the regular Cheerios have honey in it?
They have a chemical that tastes like it.
Oh, I'm vegan, so I wasn't sure. I haven't had Cheerios in who knows how long.
It only took, an hour and 19 minutes for her to say she's vegan. Thank you, Chase, for introducing that.
Hi, my name is Overkill, and I'm also a vegan.
Yeah, I'm like 98% vegan. I eat blue cheese in I only have blue cheese in my stuffed olives. Because there's no substitute. There's no vegan substitute for that.
I ate a chicken for dinner.
Ew.
The whole chicken?
It wasn't my pet. I wasn't attached to it.
What did I have for dinner? Oh, I had ice cream because I didn't feel like making anything.
You are literally living the dream of a 5-year-old.
I really
You get to put on this costume and eat ice cream. That's a dream.
I put on makeup and I played dress up today.
Mm-hmm.
And I
That's
put
the
on
life.
I just heard my husband laughing from downstairs. Oh my God. Any other comment? Well, we did get some fun comments from Zach Walborn. No Uber dicks, but several awkward, so why are you gay conversations.
That's a fun conversation when you're on your way to Walgreens.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that comment.
Yeah. I think that was us.
Oh no, the Uber comment about like how I see Uber dicks. And Zach was saying like, I've never seen an Uber dick, but I do have the drivers ask me, why are you gay?
Oh,
and then I say, can you please turn on the radio and roll up the windows? Thank you.
Yep. One of my friends always says, I'm not gay, I just like the taste.
I'm gay and I don't like the taste.
Same. Anybody else out there have any questions?
I can answer some questions.
Oh, go for it, Nomi.
But I need the questions first.
Then here's one from Gabby. What is your favorite wig you have?
My favorite, it's this afro. It's like this dark blonde rooted afro that's got these like white or these light wheat toned bits to it. It's all over my Instagram page. Get to know me more.
Fun. How about you, Darby?
Thank you for asking. The one that's closest to me when I'm getting dressed, it's truly like, it speaks to me, you know, and it goes on so fast.
I bet. Chase, any fun wigs?
Just Halloween ones from Party City. That's it.
Yeah. Skarlet.
You know, the lovely, full, thick head of hair that my mother and father graced me with is my favorite wig.
Ooh, good answer. I'm actually going to grab mine because.
And did someone mention, like, you, Darby, you said that you get drunk and order wigs off Amazon and send them to your friend. Honestly, I was really surprised with the kinds of wigs that you could find on Amazon right now. Like lace fronts that have enough hair for a ponytail this thick for like $45. Yeah. Like, where did this hair all of a sudden come from?
A bingo. That's like my favorite Amazon lace front for like $40 hair.
Right?
It's EBINGOO. So good.
Mm-hmm.
Skarlet's actually started styling wigs from Amazon.
Literally, like if you watch any of the episodes of, like, since we started this show, any wig I wear, it's like all Amazon, and I just style it.
Did you style this one that you're wearing now?
Yeah.
I just ordered one from the UK, Wigs by Tiff. Like, I like her. She's fun.
Cute.
Fun colors.
There's a guy
you wear a lot of long, flowy, close to your head hair. I can't do close to my head. My face is so long. I always have like a big ass bump.
And I've tried to do bigger hair, but I'm such a short queen that I get swallowed up by a lot of hair. And I just really like having flowy hair.
That was such a gag when I saw Ariel Versace in person for the first time, because I just followed her on Instagram and she had these giant wigs. And I was like, that must be 12 wigs in one. And then I saw her in person and she's this big. Oh, it's like 2 wigs. And I was like, oh, okay. You're the size of an elf. I got it. Okay.
I don't understand how
we saw her at DragCon this past year, DragCon in LA. And yeah, I was surprised like how diminutive she is, but she does have her wig line, but they look massive on her.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like wearing wigs. I prefer to do my natural hair most of the time.
I love that you had the time to blow out your hair and just comb it out. Looks gorgeous.
Well, they just lifted the ban on salons in Southern California, so I'm finally feeling back to myself again. I mean, I hate
all right, Nancy Pelosi, go get that blowout.
Right.
Ooh, I did miss a question from earlier, and I just found it again, and I really love this question. How many names did you go through till you found the one?
Okay, can I answer this one?
Go for it.
When I started doing drag, the HBO show Gia with Angelina Jolie just came out. And I've always been obsessed with 90s supermodels. That's kind of like the template for my drag. And so when it came out, I went to the public library, because this was back then, and I pulled every back issue of every Vogue, Cosmo, and Elle I could find and just scanned it for pictures of Gia and then named myself Gia. And then, I don't know, it just felt weird. So then I was named Ms. Consumption by a host at a show who couldn't remember, but my name was Gia. So she said that. And I was like, fine, we'll go with that. And then I was like, that's not okay. So I landed on Nomi Moore because I love showgirls, but you can't do Nomi Malone. So I was like, Nomi Lamore. And my friend's like, just do more. It's a double entendre or a pun. And I was like, done. Nomi Moore.
Perfect. How about you, Darby?
Oh, well, Darby was my given name. My parents named me that because they knew I was super gay. No, I actually, for the last 8 years, I've gone by a different name. I was bleep, 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 Dixie Lynn Cartwright. I chose that name because when I first started drag, I'm from the South and my accent would come out when I was really nervous. So I chose a name that was very Southern, ignoring all of the implications of that name. And then with the resurgence of the Black Lives Matter movement after the murder of George Floyd, I was able to kind of look into that and take responsibility for that decision. So I changed my name to Darby. And I want you to know, I changed my name before the Dixie Chicks. So I'm not saying they copied me. I just don't think that they are as aware as I am. But I changed my name to Darby because my friend Alexis, her uncle's name is Darby. And I think it's the wildest name. And I love that I named myself after her uncle. Like it feels right, And I get to keep the DLC and I get to build better relationships with the Black performers in my life and not feel guilty for my fucking bullshit decisions. So Darby it is.
That's beautiful. I love everything about that story. It's smart.
Darby.
It's socially aware.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing, not to derail this conversation, but like Chicago drag, I'm so proud of our scene. And I know it's, we're all in different areas, but Chicago drag in this movement has really taken on such a leadership position in this movement. And we're so lucky to have people like Lucy Stool and Bambi Banks Coulee. And it's just created a start in drag in cities across the country. Denver has started their drag council. There's other cities. Milwaukee, I think, had started a drag council. It's great. I'm so excited for the future of drag and specifically for our Black drag queens and drag kings to feel safe in our spaces. I think it's amazing. And I'm not crediting all of Chicago, but I'm crediting most of it to Chicago. Anyway, but yes.
Well, and I think more diverse shows across the board just make for better shows anyway. We all have something different to add. And the United States isn't just one race. We're all here together and we should all be represented equally.
And it's not just the shows, the audiences, diverse audiences also just create such a welcoming environment for everyone. And I think that's one thing I've learned in all of this is not just, creating diverse shows or casting diverse shows, but there are a lot of spaces that we feel comfortable in that people of color, Black people don't feel comfortable in. And that's on us too. It's not just creating the show, but also creating an area where patronage can feel comfortable.
Exactly. And that's, once again, the power of drag. Welcoming
everybody. The power of drag.
Yes.
To get back to the question about names, my first, I was playing characters first. So I was playing whatever character I was cast as. And then eventually when I got thrust into the drag world, someone was like, so what's your drag name? And I had that moment of, didn't think of that. Well, I had played Edward DeVere at a Renaissance fair. So I was like, how about Eddie DeVere? And I was like, Eddie, that's, Adina Monsoon. She goes by Eddie. So why am I just not going from that? And everyone was like, it's fine. And they were like, it doesn't really pop. And then I was like, well, the vampire I played at Halloween, her name was Jade. So why don't I just become Jade DeVere? And it stuck ever since. How about
What's
you?
The formula? What's the formula for drag names? Like the street you lived on and your first pet?
Yeah, I would have been Goldie Fonderwhite.
I would have been Ellie Greenleaf.
What's yours? No,
Ellie
sorry.
Greenleaf.
That's not bad.
Like,
I'd be
did I follow
Casey.
this path or what?
Yeah. What was yours, Darby?
Neshoba Casey.
Ooh.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. No.
How about you, Skarlet?
Which is it straight name first, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then pet name. I would have been. Ooh.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
It's the
No.
other way.
Pet name, then.
Pet
No,
name, then street.
It's street then pet, right?
Oh.
No,
so
that's
Greenleaf Ellie? Oh, that sucks. That doesn't work at all.
That's the porn name. The drag name is your grandmother's name and the last thing you ate.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, then I would absolutely be
Carolyn
Winnie
Olive.
Fruit Snack. Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm sorry. What is it, Darby?
I'm Winnie Fruit Snack.
I like that.
Thank
That's
you.
that's not bad either.
It's not. I really lucked out.
I
Okay,
would-
thank you,
That's
childhood.
called privilege, Darby.
Ah! Learning.
Yeah.
You got to grow every day.
What would yours be, Nomi?
That should be Viagra's slogan.
Yes.
Whoever
Nomi, what would yours be with that formula?
It was grandmother's name and
thing you ate.
Carolyn Olive.
Ooh.
Hey.
She sounds rich.
But her in her dreams. But my grandmother's nickname was Red, so it could be Red. Wait, what's the last part?
The
Olive.
last thing you ate.
Yeah, Red. No, that doesn't work. Red Castelvolo.
So like an olive with an infection.
Yeah.
Or
Ugh.
pimento.
I like
A pimento.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, red pimento. Red pimento. There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage.
Red pimento.
I love it.
Okay.
What's yours, Scarlett?
Grandma and last thing I ate. Oh, wait, I can't even say it. It would have been. It'd be Erla corn dog.
Your grandmother's name is Erla?
Yeah.
I love that.
Right. Such a cute name.
Now
But-
I'm
Chase,
like Varla.
you have to do it now. Grandmother, last thing you ate.
Yeah, you have to.
Darlene. Hit peas.
Oh, I love hip peas.
They're so good.
The sriracha flavor is my favorite.
I like the cheddar. Those are really good.
Maybe
Cheddar's good,
can we
yeah.
like
Cheddar's
can we
good
just
too.
cut the first part, just call you Darlene Peas? I like that.
Darlene peas.
Please.
I like
Darlene
it.
Peas.
I dig everything about that.
Yes.
Well, ladies, we are reaching that point of the evening where it is time to say goodbye. So we're going to go around one more time. If there's anything you want to say to everybody, go right ahead. And we're going to start with Miss Nomi Moore.
I just want to say thank you for this opportunity to just chat and kiki with some girlfriends during this time where we all feel so isolated. I love it. And after this, if anybody watching has any questions or anything like that, just find me on my Instagram. I'm very social.
Yeah.
Perfect. Darby.
Code word for
Oh, it's my turn. Oh, thank you so much for having me. I love drinking at my house. And like Nomi said, it was super fun to just like chat with some girlfriends that, I'll never see again. It just brought a freedom to my conversation. And just moving forward, be yourself. Don't be others. And support Black-owned makeup brands. Into this 3. Know that.
Chase, anything to say goodbye with?
Oh, just a massive thank you for having me. I absolutely loved getting to know each and every one of you, and just I want to, sorry, I just blanked. But
Chase, can I ask you a question on your way out? So I love vibrato. I'm very much into vibrato, and opera singers have some amazing signature vibratos. Is it possible to hear a note with your vibrato? Is it possible?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I know that sucks. I know people probably ask you to sing all the time, but can I just hear
a little? They do that to us all the time too. Performers are always put on the spot.
Yeah.
I guess I can come up with a little something.
Okay, I'm excited.
Well, I'll start a little aria.
Goodbye. Chase!
That's what we call a talent eclipse.
Yes.
Darlene P., you've got a future in this business.
My neighbors are probably like, what the hell is going on?
That's okay. They're in Bloomington. They've already, it can't get any worse.
I have a question, Chase. As an opera singer, have you ever attempted the aria from The Fifth Element?
For fun, yes. I mean, I'm a soprano, so I feel like any soprano has to give it a whirl, but like it is impossible.
Lucia di Lammermoor is a beast to begin with.
Absolutely. But it's fun to just mess around, Yeah.
Did you like the way you sounded when you sang it? That sound right? Did you like the way you sounded? No.
She's putting together the word.
I'm 3 cocktails in now, guys. And yeah.
There is screaming.
Did you feel good like when you sang it? Did you were like, this feels good. I'm doing the right thing.
No.
Oh.
There's a trans performer here. Her name is Danica Bonet. She's a trans performer. She's incredible. She does that. She does The Fifth Element, and like in full drag after she's been like drinking heavily all night, and somehow she still pulls it off. I think truly, it's voodoo. She's killed someone in her past. She must have.
Right.
It's the only way.
Wow.
Chase, I'm so happy I got to hear you sing. I've actually never heard you sing before.
Oh, really? There was one time at work where it was towards the end of the day. It was getting like super duper slow. And then Matt, I guess I was at like the entrance, and he sent a family up to me, and they're like, can you sing us some show tunes? I'm like, well, I don't sing show tunes. And they were like, can you please sing for us? And I was like, okay. And that's like the only time I've ever done it, like at work or something like that. So there you got a little taste.
Aw, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Chase is here to class up the joint a little bit. Skarlet, any last words?
Well, wash your makeup brushes, like I said earlier. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. And that's about it.
What was that video where the guy was like, hide your man, hide your girl?
Yes.
Wash your makeup brushes, wash your ass.
Just wash it all. If not, it could be infected with corona or hatred or something else. So just wash it.
Hatred.
Hatred.
Ladies,
Yeah.
I have not laughed. I have laughed my eyeliner off. I just want to say thank you to all of you. I definitely want to have you all back again. This has been such a fun evening. Based on the comments we got this evening, everybody had such a good time.
Yeah.
If everybody out there enjoyed, make sure you subscribe to Inside the Drag Closet here on WLFE-DB Radio. Again, thank you all for watching. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us here at Inside the Drag Closet with Jade and her fabulous team and special guests. See you next Wednesday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on WLFE-TV.com.